A chapter in Albany's deep history closed abruptly this week. A building on the National Historic Register standing for nearly 180 years in the Liberty Park redevelopment site was torn down.
News 10's Vanessa Blasi delves into the past of this lost landmark and the concerns now that its absence is raising about the city's unique identity.
On top of all of this debris, a four-story building used to stand right here. But on Tuesday, that building, along with its nearly 180-year history, was demolished.
It's really kind of sad to see all of that go when there was such potential there. And the historic character of Albany is really what gives it its flavor.
Flavor that Kara Macri with the Historic Albany Foundation says other cities across the nation don't have. In fact, Macri says Albany's econ buildings date back to the 1800s.
The building was built in 1849 in this group of buildings that were built just after the Great Fire of 1848 wiped out acres of buildings in downtown Albany. There was a lot happening specifically in that area. It was kind of the shoe, boot, leather goods district, lots of importing, exporting.
In 1907, this is what Broadway looked like.
All of those buildings on the right in front of the building with the dome have since been demolished.
Now, Kara says Broadway is riddled with vacant buildings, including some of the historic econ buildings that could soon also face problems.
We've been watching it for a long time. It was also on our 2019 endangered list with all of the other econ buildings.
The Capitalized Albany Corporation currently controls the econ building that was demolished. President Ashley Moles cited the weekend's heavy rainfall as part of the reason for the structural damage that led to the demolition. They also say they're scheduling an inspection for the other buildings now.
The more we lose historic buildings like this, the more we kind of lose that flair of Albany, and that's a loss for everybody.
The Historic Albany Foundation is currently working on preserving this building, which is the oldest standing building in Albany. It was built in 1728, and Kara says it will be ready for occupancy in December. Reporting in Albany, Vanessa Blasi, News 10, ABC.
Well, Albany officials mean